The Long Island serial killer case began in 2010 when 4 sets of human remains were discovered along a remote beachfront on Long Island. The search for the killer became one of the largest in New York State history and involved dozens of detectives and a special task force. As the investigation continued, additional bodies were found, and the search for the killer intensified. However, despite the large number of resources devoted to the case, the killer remained at large. One of the most significant leads came in the form of a series of phone calls made to the families of the victims. The caller, who claimed to be the killer, taunted the families with details about the murders. Despite tracing the calls to locations in the area, the police were unable to identify the caller. In 2012, a break in the case came when the remains of Shannon Gilbert, a sex worker who had disappeared in the area in 2010, were found in a marshy wetland near the beach where the other victims had been found. However, while the discovery of Gilbert's remains was a significant development in the case, it did little to shed light on the killer's identity. Over time, a number of theories emerged about the killer's motives and methods. Some speculated that the killer was a lone predator who targeted sex workers, while others believed that the murders may have been connected to organized crime or drug trafficking. Despite the many leads and theories, no arrests have ever been made in the case. The Long Island serial killer remains at large, and the families of the victims continue to search for answers and justice. The case has had a profound impact on the community and on law enforcement in the area. It has prompted a renewed focus on the dangers faced by sex workers and the need for greater resources to combat violence against women. For the families of the victims, the pain and loss of their loved ones remain as acute as ever. Yet despite the lack of closure, the community has come together to remember the victims and honor their memory. Vigils and memorials are held each year to commemorate the lives of those lost to the Long Island serial killer. While the killer may still be at large, the search for justice for the victims of the Long Island serial killer will never end. The case serves as a reminder of the ongoing need to support victims of violence and to work tirelessly to ensure that those responsible are brought to justice.